everybody, it's Mary Ellen from Create With Me, and I'm here in the Creativity Nest for another episode of Teach Me Tuesday. So I am just trying to get things set up here. I had a little technical difficulty, surprise. Chime in and let me know you're watching. I've been sharing some products, maybe some things that you're very familiar with, and maybe some things that are kind of sleepers, or you use them for one purpose, and maybe I'm giving you another idea. So that's kind of my goal. I know I've gotten some suggestions on things, and don't think I'm not listening to you because I really am. Just trying to go through a list of things that I had prepared for you first. So I'm going to take you down to my desk, and today we're going to talk about window sheets. And you might say, okay, I'm very familiar with that. I use that for shaker cards all the time, no problem. But I want to show you a little different way to use one as your card base, and show you the different ways that the different things that you need to do if you use it for your card base. So chime in, let me know that you're watching. Here are the window sheets, and this is how they come. They come in a 12 by 12 package. You get two. They are protected with some tissue paper. And so you can see here on the back, window sheets. And sometimes you'll hear me refer to it as acetate. If you're a teacher, then you're used to like acetate sheets or whatever. So what I did is I cut I'm using black because I think it just helps. I cut the window sheet down to a regular card size, which is 8.5 by 5.5 in this case. You could also do 11 by 4.25. Here in the United States, that's our standard card basis. So I've taken that, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold the window sheet in half. So I have tried using my scoring blade. It's not super successful. I find that I have most success just using my fingers like that, and then bringing in my bone folder. Hear that noise? So what that's doing is that's just creasing that window sheet or acetate for me. I kind of like that sound. So I did it double. So the fun thing about this is, okay, now I've got my card base. I've got a little glare there from my light, but super, super fun. So you'll be like, okay, like how do I decorate that? So I'm going to use some product out of the new mini catalog because I am in Christmas mode. I don't know about you, but I've been in Christmas card mode. I've been teaching Christmas cards since July. So we actually have Christmas cards tomorrow. And so I want to share one of the suites that we're using, or one of the bundles, and we're using Sending Cheer. So if you haven't seen Sending Cheer, or maybe you passed it over because you realize that it's tags. So here's the Sending Cheer dies, and they have a little loop on the top, and they're for using as tags. But we're going to use it as card today. So we're going to use this cute little gingerbread man and the little smile, the little hearts that fill in the color here. We're going to use the holly and then the Sending Cheer greeting, just like that. The other thing I'm going to use is the Christmas Tidings folder. I've got, let me see if this helps. Oh, no, hold on just a minute. I'm gonna do something here weird. There. Okay, so I kind of put it on my screen. Now my hand's frozen up, but you can still hear me, so this is a good time for me to talk. This folder is truly a really fun one to use. It has words, it has images, and depending on where you use it on your card, you can use it in all different places. You could even cut out, like, here's the little gingerbread man here. You've got a stocking, you've got some ornaments, you've got some fun poinsettias, some holly, some packages. So you've got words and trees. So you've got words, and you've got some different images also. So I don't know, this is going to be hard for me to take these off of the screen. I guess I didn't realize. I thought they're good. I think I'm got you backwards. I think that's my problem. So hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because my screen is freezing. So let's go ahead and get started with the card. So we've got our card base right here, and we're giving a good crease. And then these are the pieces that you're going to need or similar. Okay. So I'm going to kind of assemble it and show you what I've got. So oh, see, that's a problem. My hands are frozen. So I'm just going to keep talking until there. I just don't want you to miss out on the pieces. So here's a little, I'm having trouble today and I'm not sure why. There's my little gingerbread man. And what I did was I cut him out and then I cut his little tag off the top. Super easy to use. And then I've got some dimensionals on the back. And so what we're going to start with is we're going to start with a piece of designer series paper. And this is from the Merry Bold and Bright. And we're going to take our adhesive, and we have to think about this card a little bit differently because it's clear, right? So because it's clear. So the nice thing about the acetate is you can open it up to design, and then you can just take your bone folder and crease it again. So we're going to take our piece of designer series paper, and we're going to center it right on the window sheet. But so you can see, I think you can kind of see some of the tape come through, okay? So how we combat that is we're going to use a piece of white, and that's going to also act as a layer. I'm staying away from the edges, and I'm going to actually put that on the back, okay? So I'm going to lay it on the back. Just ignore that. Pretend that's not there. Centering it. Hopefully I've got it centered. Pretty good, not too bad. On the back. So what that does is it causes a layer, but it also covers up your back, okay? So this is where I can stamp my name or whatever that you would like to stamp on the back of your cards. All right, so then before we finish the inside, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, and then I'll finish the top side. So I'm going to use the greeting from Merry Bold and Bright, and our outside's going to say sending cheer, and then I'm going to say on the inside to you and yours. And the colors in this paper is Poppy Parade. So I'm going to use the Poppy Parade ink. And then I'm going to add some holly. I love holly. I don't know what it is about it. I love everything about it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of holly. And then I'm going to bring in my, I'm just making sure that I'm still on. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring in my little berry. So there's my inside to you and yours. So let me close up my ink. I think I've done all my stamping. So I can move those out of the way. And then we can adhere this to the inside. And this is where we will sign our card. And we're just going to center it. Just like so. Okay. Now we're going to take, I embossed the Poppy Parade with the Christmas Tidings folder. And this is going to be the front of our card. So now we're ready that we can go ahead and use our bone folder again to get things laying flat so that we can cover up the inside just like that. Okay, but remember, you see the tape, right? You can see it right there. Okay, so that's where we want to take this piece of paper, and we're going to put a little tape on the middle, and we're going to make a layer again. And sometimes it's easier to do it from the front and just layer it on. Just like that. I like to kind of burnish it when I'm doing an acetate card or a window sheet card because that window sheet is a little bit tougher to adhere to. Okay, so there we've got our base. So you see how fun it is because it's clear. You've got nice color. You've got lots of designer series paper, and you've got a place to sign right there. So let's just finish it off. I was going to use some ribbon on this card, and then I got thinking about it. I want to show you one more new product, and that's an online exclusive paper. It comes in silver and gold. It's 12 by 12. You get one sheet of each, but you know what's fun about it? It's self-adhesive. So this might be kind of hard to get off when you're on the camera. Sometimes it's hard. But I have pre-cut this to go right here on the front of my card. And it's adhesive, so that's really nice. And then I'm going to use some of my seal. And I've stamped a greeting, sending cheer. And now I've got just a little bit of silver poking out on either side, just like that. Fun. I'm going to hold it up so you can see this. See the silver? And now it's time to add our little gingerbread man. Now I wanted to add some embellishments on this, but I just wasn't sure. So I'm going to give you some choices. Maybe if you're watching, I don't know, maybe no one's watching. But if you're watching and you want to chime in and let me know, gosh, this could go anyway. This is so cute because he's right next. I think I'm going to make him go like that, right over there. Okay, so some of the choices I had, let me see now. I moved things around, so I set it off to the side. Oh, I had here. We could do traditional rhinestones. Okay, I'm frozen a little bit, so I'm going to keep talking. Traditional rhinestones, silver glittery rhinestones, would be really pretty because we've got the silver paper, right? Or we could do some of the iridescent, oh gosh, all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank. I do that a lot. The iridescent gems. Oh, here's they are. Here's the rhinestones. Here's the iridescent gems, which kind of could go. Or what about the new discs? Okay, so we've got the Granny Apple Green, which goes with our color. If you're watching and you want to chime in, otherwise I'm going to pick one. This has got Granny Apple Green. I don't think this Mellow Mamba would really go, or the blue, but I think the Granny Apple Green could go, or the traditional rhinestone. I'm kind of leaning towards the traditional rhinestone, and that's probably because I have the silver paper here. So let's just go with that. And we'll add a few rhinestones. And then I'm going to take a picture of this and I'll put it in the comments so that you can see the finished card. So there's a card using window sheets. Okay. Fun, different style card. What do you think about that? Would you use window sheets for a card just like that? I think it's super fun. There's other things you could do. You could go ahead and take one of the ribbons. I could take something like this, and I could just tie it right here. I mean, that would just add just that little more. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I think, oh, you said green disc, Carla, I'm sorry. You did the rhinestones. So I just was frozen. So you could do that. I think that would be too much for this card, but it would be super, super cute. Hi, Nancy. I'm so glad you're watching. So what do you think about using the window sheets for a card base? I just was curious if that's something you would do. I think it's a fun way to use product in a different way because we're so used to window sheets and using them for shaker cards. I mean, that's kind of our go-to, our standard. But this is kind of a fun alternative. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If there's anything, I'm going to pop up my website there to shop for window sheets or for the Sending Cheer bundle. Which is, it's getting time, right? It's getting time for us to do Christmas cards. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.